Some of you are afraid to lead, and I was just talking to somebody about this. Stop doing that to yourself. Because you only delaying your blessing, and you also hold other people up who need to hear from you to teach them the way you teach. And I know there's other people who are teaching and they're talking about the same thing, but we need to hear from you and what you say. What's your version of it, right? Like, everybody makes wavy chips, but you know what I'm saying? What about yours? You know what I'm saying? Just because one person made that type doesn't mean that you can't make it. There's competitors for a reason. But in this case, we're not trying to compete. It's just a lot of us have a call to do whatever, fill in the blank. So whatever God's calling you to do, I want you to stop rejecting it, right? And you could be very successful and be rejecting God's call. It doesn't always look like you're poor and like that. You could be doing really well and you're still not in God's will. You know who you are. And it's time to return to Him. The Bible says in Revelation to return to your first love. So it is better that you do God's will now than not, right? Because if you remember the parable of the talents, and I'm not going to go into the whole story, but God talks about this in Matthew, that He wants you to use the gift He gave you. And if you have trouble or you're scared, you're concerned, you were born at a time where you have a plethora of resources, guys. You not only have AI at your side, you have the internet, you have access to free books at a library. People back then, they didn't have that. They had to just figure it out on their own. But you're blessed to have so much at your side. Some people even have robots. So what are you waiting for? All the information you need is in that Bible and on your phone. So I would suggest strongly that you get started now while the year is still early in whatever it is that God called you to do. And if you're still trying to figure out God's will, that's when it's time to pray. And it's time to also be amongst God's community, because He'll show you through that. And on this channel, this is a Christian community, so I would suggest sticking around for more words from the Lord. Bye.